here we go. The first game of RaRaLand 2024. It is here. It is happening. And we got Ina, maybe the favorite here on the upper left-hand side of Silver Pine. We have once again, this is very loud for me. And this is also very imbalanced for me. I don't know why that is. This wasn't the case before. Hopefully this will be fine in a second. We'll see if this fixed it. If not, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna improve on pretty much everything. So, of course, Lemes, all the way from Poland. Strong Polish representative, or representatives this year. Also pretty loud. Okay. Let me tilt it down a little bit. And let me check if why the balance is off. You know, you test stuff and then it's still a bit different than what you might expect. But we'll see about that. Yeah, strong Poland representatives here this year. With Lemes, with Nabu, two players who can definitely go far in the one-on-one section of the tournament. Nabu in the FFA, probably not too crazy, but Lemes with his Pala rifle, what can he do? Jay coming in surprisingly with the Tinker. I like that. He said he has no FFA experience, but looking good so far. This is Lemes here, Pally rifle all the way. Oh my god, still so loud to me. One-on-one overlay is on? No, that's just the wrong scene. There we go. Okay, that's definitely better. Camera will improve. I wonder, how will the Koreans deal with the FFA mode? It's gonna be interesting. They're definitely the best one-on-one players in the tournament. As we get a bit of support in, eh? Did I see that correctly? Drukon, Raibo Kid Wanda. Thank you for the subs. So, Jay the underdog, having a solid start. As Night Elves, of course, we want to go for a couple of expansion. And he definitely seems to know what he's doing. Like, there's an expansion here. There's an expansion coming up. Wait, where's the next one? There should be another one. But yeah, creeping the Tinker to 3. Ideal. Lemes, expansion after expansion. I wonder, since he grinded quite a bit in the past couple of weeks in FFA, if he might have a chance here. You gotta reach top 4 of the tournament to get into the prize money ranks, and maybe that's the easiest way to get some prize money. Aren't we too zoomed in? I don't think so. But is that the case? It shouldn't be. Nope, that's fine. That's all good. Subs are coming in as well. Save Orcas. Thank you. Gotta push them up a little bit. Arch as well. Oh, you guys are happy to see us, eh? Wait, was there a sub bomb that I missed? Or are people just going crazy? I don't know. When Tinker was creeping, it was close. Okay. 25 gift subs. OMG. I did miss that indeed. Oh, it's the Raibo Kid Wonder. It wasn't 2 gift subs, it was 25. Holy shit, dude. That is fantastic. New setup. Sorry. But that is the appropriate way to start a RaRaLand weekend if you ask me. Raibo Kid Wonder, you were waiting for this day to come just like me. I like it. So, as always in FFA, the early minutes are... Ooh, that was close. Aren't the craziest. It's just about creeping. It's about setting up the expos. And dude, Boca going with the Paladin. That's, I mean, in a Lemes game, not too surprising, but Paladin Footman. And he's pushing. So this could put him in a wonderful position, because now the two strongest one-on-one players, arguably, are up against each other in Lemes and Ina. This is a chat game, by the way, so you can announce who you're up against. And should announce who you're up against. And that's then the two one-on-one pairings that you have. Panda level 1 coming in, trying to get some misses in, and it is a lot of misses. Unlike here at RaRaLand, am I right, Sausage Party? We have quite some damage mitigation, but Jay is already fighting for survival, which is pretty uncommon actually. But if Boca wins this rush with all the mines that he got already, this is fortified, this doesn't need that much fortification. And if he gathers some experience, then this could be a lovely, lovely start into RaRaLand. Love War3, love you guys. Hope they won. One day I'll make it to Rara. Rival Kid, I hope so too. So what's going on with the others? We got, of course, Lemes with Pally Rifle Bloodmate. That was to be expected, of course. And Ina must know this as well. Coming in with a strong Blade Master already. Not mega items, but the rest of it seems fine. And is that really enough, this Footman Rush? I'm not too sure, actually. Because Hunts are in. The Panda and the Tinker are growing stronger. Tier 2 has been reached, of course, for quite some time. And Boca, is he even teching? Ooh, he's only teching now, as it seems. Yo, that's quite late. He was super greedy. And yeah, Jay calls it out. Like, why so aggressive? We're all friends here. So, since there seemed to be a little bit of confusion about the timer, all the first round games are on a 1 hour timer. If that timer is done, is gone, then the game is over. And if it's not one last player standing, then the points decide. And how do you gather points? With heroes. I got 2 people looking at me. Well, look, it's a bit creepy, I gotta say. It's a bit creepy that people watch me at work, but I guess that's what we have to deal with. Shout out to Shorty, by the way, who made sure that we have microphones for the stage. So Shorty number 1. Yeah, points. Most important for the points is experience. So you want high level heroes. That's also why playing just one hero is probably not the best thing you can go for. Because reaching level 5 is a thing, but leveling up other heroes late is a bit difficult. Killing other heroes is of course the best way then. You get some points for resources, you get some points for tech tree completion, etc, etc. But let's be honest, most important is levels and kills. And then this is mostly what it's about. Killed units, produced units, etc. Oh, Jay, why? Why are they all teaming up on Jay? Now, this is of course the first offline FFA that we got. What did Jay do at the bar or at the player area to deserve this? FML, yeah, I guess that's the proper response. First getting F by Boca, now getting F by Lemes, and Ina has a wonderful time, I guess. Usually Orc is a bit slow because the heroes in the beginning are rather weak. Setting up expansions as Orc is also quite hard. And goddamn poor Jay. Everybody just dunks on him. This is poor sportsmanship, in my opinion. Everybody just teams up on the elf, you say? It might be. It might be the reason. And now on the other side, Boca is done with his matchup versus Jay. And now he walks straight into Ina. Both have been to RaRaLand last year. Boca was also there 2 years ago. And we're ready to rock. I'm ready to fight, I gotta say. So we got tier 3 by Ina in FFA, classic, mass casters, couple of torrents maybe, especially if the enemy is going for Pala rifles, then torrents are obviously wonderful. And everybody just leaves him alone. He can creep, he can expand, he's getting rich. Ina, man. And Jay is having the most horrible RaRaLand opening you can imagine. And unfortunately, he's not even killing that much because as you can see, the Panda is still level 1.4 or something. It's really not that noticeable. And Lemes is controlling him well. Paladin level 5, like it's Holy Light 3. Plus he's being fed by a Blood Mage. How is anything ever supposed to die for a Pala Rifle University professor like Lemes is? And I think the clock is ticking for Jay. He was able to defeat Boca before. But now, holy shit, dude! 50 gift subs! Okay, Kirk! You're pretty excited, I see. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. So, if you're not too familiar to FFA and just the name RaRaLand attracts you to the stream, then you might be wondering why are they chatting and asking if there's a fight coming or if they should fight. In FFA, you can communicate. It's basically Warcraft with a little bit of politics and Game of Thrones mixed into it. So you can decide when you're ready to fight. You can also, of course, rush someone. It's a bit more spicy. And Ina is indeed ready to fight. Level 5 Blade Master strong as always. Still not the craziest damage items, but instead he's very tanky. So with Mirror Image, it's a lot of damage falling to the illusions. Shadowhunter got level 3 for the heal wave. And Tauren are out. So yeah, you don't want to fight Tauren with Footman at all. Like, no chance. There's nothing else for Boca. He was expanding and he was teching a bit. But I guess he was preparing for another fight versus Jay, but that's not happening. So he built 2 aviaries. He's getting griffins. He's getting air, which is obviously wonderful against Tauren because Tauren can't attack air. And then he might be ready to fight. But if we look at his supply, 61 only. Not much. So Boca should have a pretty good idea of what's going on the right-hand side. That is definitely something for newer FFA players that's very overwhelming. You gotta get your own game starting. You gotta survive until against the others. And then you gotta keep track of the other 2 players that are also on the map to see if someone's getting eliminated there or if someone gets too much of a lead. So it's a bit tricky. Boca versus Ina. Fight about to start. But are the Griffins here? Similar to Lord of the Rings, the Eagles have to save the day. Poor Paladin, though. Can go into his bubble. And then he's safe. So no fight yet. And after the first 15 minutes... I don't know if we have a clear leader, to be honest. Is anybody particularly rich? We got Boca on 4k, so his long tier 1 for now. Definitely paying off. He also got an army of 70, which is good. Ina 2k is alright. Lemes, economy-wise, is pretty bad at the moment. It's only 2 extra gold mines. And no tier... Okay, he is tier 3, so he's getting polymorph out. He's getting more upgrades in. Pretty passive game, and that's classic for a LAN. It's like, it's not your setup. You don't know if all the hotkeys are working properly, if all the tech stuff is set up correctly. So yeah, let's put a toe in the water, so to speak, and then fight. The crowdfunding link on Twitch is not working. Okay. That is something I will work on. Okay. I want 1 expo at the left. Ooh, Lemes with demands. And now... Ina? No? Do they leave each other alone? Ina and Lemes? Looks like it. They do. Okay, they have a peace agreement. Is this extra... Oh! Human mirror? Boca? Boca's running into Lemes while Boca was setting up a fight with Ina. So that's horrible, obviously, now. As there is a lot of anti-air. Ragamuffin, see you soon, mate. And again, Kirk, 50 gift subs. You're mad, dude. You're mad. Jay, by the way, still in the game. Forcing a town portal takes Lemes off the map. I tried to get... Okay. I tried to get the stream work, the crowdfunding link working. Or we can talk about it in the break. I think we focus on the match, 43 minutes, and then I tell you all about it. And try to fix it. Maybe Gideon can do something in the meantime. So... Jay, after being rushed twice in the early game, he's a bit better prepared. Unfortunately, he thought that he might be up against a Pala rifle player, which is the case, and bears are pretty good against rifles in general. But then you put some griffins up top, and they decimate these bears. No chance at all. And poor Jay, again, on the receiving end of things. And everybody, seems like everybody's just farming him, isn't it? No ultimates yet, though. And Jay... Pathetic levels, we gotta say. But maybe the more important fight, finally on the left-hand side. Wyvern with heal wave. Torrent far in the back. Of course, you want to protect them against the Griffins, who are going for the Headhunters in the back. Free reign for the Wyvern, everything buffed up by the Kodo. Blade Master damage numbers really not there yet. We're missing the Crown of Kings. We're missing the Claws of Attack. Griffins are falling slowly but steady, but you know, once the human army is up with all their upgrades, it's not that easy to kill stuff, but things are getting a bit complicated. And he gets out, but uh-oh, Boca, you forgot some Griffins in your town portal, so that's some easy kills. And Ina, as I said, he was left alone the entire game. He's farmed well. He was up until like 8 a.m. this morning just to practice for this FFA. And lack of sleep is obviously not a thing for Ina if you know him a little bit. And he kind of smashes this fight. Boca, he wants that like 6k gold down to 2.5. And with 40 minutes on the map, you don't want to bank too much, but it's a limited amount of resources on this map. So do you want to save gold for the late game, or is this just the action-packed mid-game? Tinka with Jay going down, but fighting isn't over. As Ina said, you might retreat, but I'm not done here. Everything a little hurt, and not too much anti-air left on Ina as the Wyvern were decimated. But a Blade Master is still a valuable weapon, and Wyvern itself are good anti-air if they are not hammered down. And this is the big revenge of Boca. 90 food still. He might have spent most of his bank. Gotta be careful for the Paladin. And he saved them once again into the bubble. Shadowhunter on the other side. All these hammers raining down on him. Level 3, but Ina needs the healer. Had a town portal, as he knows, it's pretty much the most fragile unit in the army. Speaking of which, 30 HP left on the Paladin. That would have been a costly loss. And mind you, the mirror images are still there. They're doing damage for a couple of patches. So run, Boca, run! 30 HP! And the staff is ready for some sweet free healing. Boca and Ina is quite a fierce battle here on the left-hand side. They gotta be careful to not overfeed Lemes on the right, who continues to farm. But uh-oh, that's the thing in FFA. You can be attacked at all times from all sides. And Lemes has decided that the fight against the Night Elf was a little bit too easy, so let's storm onto the human expansion. Maybe grab it for yourself. Boca piece. I think Boca will definitely agree to that, being under attack for the second time. And you see these levels, and it's quite dangerous. Especially when a Pala Rifle player can perfectly play the Pala Rifles in this game and is not forced into any transition. Oh, Boca is not answering. Why is he not chatting? He could have prevented this. But I guess he has to fight two opponents now. Not good. Decides to fight against Lemes with his inner fire. Jumps right on top of it. Okay, we got a handful of gyros. But I don't think that's gonna be enough. Griffin on Griffin action. Relatively rare to see. It's total chaos. Bloodmate in a little bit of trouble, but with the control groups, you might be able to solve that. Mountain King with the clap against the rifles, pretty fine. Both Mountain Kings in a little bit of trouble, and I'm not even sure if the Paladin is here. Oh, there he is. Bit a little hard to see. But yeah, it's only 2 heroes, and that's the problem. Lemes is leveling and leveling and leveling. With level 6, with level 5, there is a chance for a big orange bird here in the first game of RaRaLand, everybody. And Boca, of course, still hurt from the fight that we've seen before. Losing a lot. Plus, he burned through his bank previously to the fight with Ina, and now he's finally responding. As we have a little break. Woo! Alright. Maybe a bit distracted. Happy Rara Day. Thank you, Fake Face Chan, for the gift sub. Thank you, Prey, for the 7 month. There you go, old Counter-Strike commentator legend from Germany, tuning in for the biggest event of the year. Of course, as I'm waving hello to Lawliot, who said, I'd rather socialize than play FFA. He doesn't need the money, apparently. But according to himself, he's just here as a tourist. No ambition. What a Pally ultimate this was, right? Just for a priest? Ina pausing, I've seen this before. Yeah. So, what's the economy looking like? Lemes is leapfrogging forward. He's leaving Jay alone, who can still creep a little bit and level his heroes up. But he's on 3 bases. Ina also on 3 bases. Boca is definitely crippled after the 2 fights. I don't think any of these guys are sitting in the same room or the same area. So no direct communication possible. But Lemes is cleaning house on the right-hand side. Ina is scouting already. What happened on the right-hand side? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. The manips begin. Peace Boca, don't. He wants the mass gold. Yeah. Ina knows that Lemes is his biggest opponent. Lemes almost losing 0 units so far. Yeah, I mean, how are you supposed to lose units if you have a paladin level 5 in your army, right? And a little bit of micro. I vividly remember Lemes last year playing on stage. Almost winning an important game, but then one mistake cost him the game. Threw himself back. Almost fell off his chair in frustration. So hopefully today is a little bit more successful. Level 6 on the Blood Mage. And yeah, he got 6 heroes already. For the end score, that's rough. 665 even. So Ina is by far his biggest challenger with 643. And in 36 minutes, you can get a lot done. But for that, fights have to happen. But where do you start these fights? Lemes is pretty much playing a perfect game, I would say. Scouting a lot. Finding the player he can tome a little bit and gain experience from that and use that player as a tome. And Boca isn't able to recover too well, I would say. Always stressful. Boca, certainly a very, very good 1-on-1 and 2-on-2 player. In FFA, I'm not too sure how experienced he is. Usually, he disappears for like a year and then he comes back to the scene for Rara. Still one of Germany's top 25, maybe? But he's definitely in for the LAN experience. And who isn't? Ha! You guys watching this at home. Missing out. We had some lovely engagements already. Like literally everyone here is wearing a smile on his face. This is really good. Next fight here, though. Nobody is also stopping Lemes from toming Jay. It is the big orange bird, everybody! And Lemes is getting more and more XP in. Boca want alliance with me. There we go. Ina, of course, knows that the other people, like Jay and Boca, are not too experienced in FFA, so he can persuade them a little.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, he has top score. Blood Mage 6, Pala 7. Lemes is trying to wiggle out of that, but it's not necessarily working. Ina is making good arguments. He's making good arguments. Yep. Jay might even join as well after a little bit of recovery. I don't think you're gonna believe Lemes. Like, why? He's making no argument at all. What kind of debate is that? It's like, hey, here's a good point and here's a good point, and I tell you this and this and this. And then the other guy just says, no. Like, who would you believe? Isn't it forbidden to play as a team? It's forbidden to pre-team. So you can't stand at the bar and you team up on one guy because the other guy just gave you a beer. That is forbidden. I mean, it's hard to track, but you know, it would be noticeable in game. Yeah, so pre-teaming is forbidden. In an FFA game, if one player is too strong, or appears to be too strong, it is very, very normal to team up on him, to weaken him, to even the score. And Boca got quite a bank again. I think he was banking at 50 for a while. And Ina's doubling down. Like, he knows. He knows he's under pressure. after 30 minutes. I wonder if the score is being shown after 30 minutes.
Town is under siege.
But Lemes is filthy rich. They gotta decimate him. They gotta make a move. And this should be working fine. Gold mine, 5k in still. Another attack here. Even Jay is joining in. That's exactly what I said. Like, of course, Jay was at the receiving end of Lemes, so he's in with the teaming. And Lemes is getting pummeled down. That's the thing in FFA. Never get too far ahead in FFA, because you put a target on your back. Always. That was a lot of bats by Ina. And Lemes losing quite a bunch. So now you gotta fight on the left-hand side, being hurt already. But then it's a rifle army against a dryad army. And you know how that ends. And Jay, he's watched some FFAs before. Is starting to communicate now. So, big question. Will Lemes remain on the throne with the best heroes and the biggest bank?
A town is under siege.
Or can the others catch up? Oka has a bit of lumber issues.
A player's force.
Jay is constantly mining at 50, so that's good. Another thing here, by the way, that one has to consider. Orc heroes are growing insanely strong in the late game. So maybe it's all a ruse by Ina to level a bit now, to grind and get some items. And then just be the strongest late game and kill a lot of heroes and get the top score. That's the beauty of FFA. And Ina is not necessarily wrong. He is losing stuff in fights. His TC is only level 4. But I think nobody in Warcraft really has the skill of assessing scores, because it's just never really done outside of these timer FFA games. So who does it better? We have another fight here, and it's getting increasingly hard against the Blade Masters and Illusions. And the Blade Storm, second ultimate of RaRaLand with the Bladey, and this is the end for the Pala Rifle army. Lemes, known as a player who only plays Pala Rifle, with a couple of variations, of course, putting Griffins up top, etc., etc. And now Ina Smash! And Lemes is losing income, like a lot. He can live off 10k. 10k is like 3 full armies, I think. Maybe 4. Third. Oh yeah, we saw the Pala ultimate as well. You're right. So this is super hard now for Boka. He saw the mines of Lemes. He sees the hero levels of Lemes. But he also sees that Ina stands a chance in the late game. So, is he going on Lemes now? Or is he letting go? Bit hard to engage with the towers. I think Ina is playing a wonderful game. All the charades are up. Lemes called him out relatively early, but this is, if you're not an experienced FFA player, this is so hard to read. Like even I, who has casted dozens of FFA hours, it took me 15 minutes to see through it. Good thing here for Boka, of course, he's losing a couple of units, can easily resurrect them, save gold.
siege.
Nobody ever touched Ina's bases, by the way. He's getting income here, here, here. He's on 3 bases the entire time. Economically, he's catching up now. He was also not at 100 for a long time. I think he was there for a bit during the first fights, but he didn't pay too many taxes this game. Oh, there's a 4th. This is so sneaky.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Ina is playing them all. Ina is playing them all. Lemes knows. Boca does not. So yeah, this is gonna be tricky. We also have a little bit of a sandwich going on here. Shackles coming in against the Wyvern. Good solution. And it's Jay being tomed again. Jay is not really a factor here. But he might be a future gold mine. Ooh, what a lie. I have no expansions. I mean, there is a free one still. Oh, I hear loud yelling from other rooms. I wonder if that's related to the FFA as well. So halftime is done. We didn't see this counter or the score.
A town is under siege.
Who's leading? That's a good question. I think it's Lemes still. Hero levels are really good.
Players' forces are under attack.
And hero levels are the most determining factor. There's no interest in completely killing an opponent in FFA. There is. But I think on LAN everybody is a little bit nicer as well. Lemes kept him alive to just farm XP from him. Ooh, Ina, is this manipulation going a little bit too far, maybe? Lemes knows. Oh, he should call this out. He must call this out. One Ina base gone, but this one still has 3.4k. This one has 7.4k. Like, Ina can mine this entire time. It doesn't really matter if you lose these bases now. Here we go. The bats are okay. Oh, now they're great. Only one Dragonhawk remaining. Not attacked at the moment. There we go. Blade Master refocusing. In the meantime, oh, Boca is here as well. Who's he gonna attack? Is he on Lemes? No, he backstabs Ina, who has to go out immediately. But then he takes a fight with Lemes as well. Okay. And now the friendship is over, I guess. And the expo is gone. So this, for now, a perfectly fine fight.
Forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Now this is his base. Or could be his base. I think it was a plan to make this his base, but Boca figured it out with good timings. So that plan is up. 23 minutes. Is there still an alliance somewhere? Not really, right? Ina's definitely trying to rile up against Lemes, so he doesn't have to spend too much. And keep fighting. 755, man. It's getting real close in levels. I think Ina purposefully had lower second and third hero to appear weaker.
The town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
And Jay still. Hey, this is not gonna be a friendship. Between each round, players have like half an hour to relax and get ready for the next match. And maybe discuss what happens. That's gonna be probably the most juicy discussions there are. Big Bad Voodoo against the Flame Strike. Now that is nice. Okay, big FFA fights. We have Invulnerable Wyvern, so the Dragonhawks will probably lose the fight here. Easy. We have a Boka fight versus Jay on the other side as well, but Blood Mage and Shadowhunter, both very important heroes, about to drop. But Lemez stands no chance anymore. This is something that I said like 10-15 minutes ago. Orc heroes are taken over. So, will Boka believe Lemez? It's important for the balance of the game. And I guess now there is a call, because there's towers up. Ina, why? Lemez is almost dead. Wow. This second, third, if we talk like in like hockey terms, was 100% Ina's. Really impressive.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sensalo, thank you for the Prime sub. By the way, was he setting this up again? Yeah, immediately scouted. Now we have another expansion coming. Okay, wild fights. Boka got that Ina is by far the strongest, being the recipient of the Orc hero attacks for a while and the tower push, I guess.
A town is under siege.
So I'm pretty sure that Jay is out with his low hero levels. Does Boka still have a chance? He got good gold. He got a solid army. Lemez, by the way, constantly at 50 to mine more. And now that we're approaching like the last couple of... Wait, where was I? When do you spend your gold? Like, when do you need an army? How much do you need very, very late? And how long does it take to build this army? We definitely need LMS and Boka Human Alliance.
A player's forces are under attack.
Helicopter. The Ina boy has a lot of fun there, I guess.
A town is under
as
siege.
so often. I love that Jay still plays a role. Even though it's just the annoying fly, you know, that flies around and does a couple of things here and there. It's not, I'm getting harassed here by the side. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Very distracting, I gotta say. I gotta get used to that offline setup of casting. Where was I? Where was my train of thought? Absolutely derailed. Doesn't matter. You'll forgive me, I guess. Ooh, Boca and Lemes. This is not looking like an alliance, I gotta say. And Lemes is getting quite angry. Ina said he's ready, and yeah. He is. 100 supply, 5,000 gold, super strong hero. And now I wonder, is it really the best to yell at your opponent? Because in the FFA scene, we all know that the tone is a little bit rougher in chat. But if you're not part of the FFA scene, would you like to follow someone who's just yelling at you? I don't think so. Ooh, castle down. Bats coming in as well. Ina doing a lot of damage and Boca not even getting mass XP for the efforts. Tough. 16 minutes left. Lemes and Boca combined 8,700. They can build 200 supply easy. It's 7 production buildings, I guess. Okay, you can rise up very fast.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh man, the chutzpah to call for peace now in this moment. Harass against Lemes to keep him busy on the side as well. This also XP.
Town is under siege.
But I guess Ina wants to eliminate Boca now. Can he do it? We don't have too many bats, do we? Oh, where are they? Oh, there they are. And Jay is still in, as I said, playing a solid role. And if you can just make things weird, that's totally fine in FFA. I see the RaRaLand emojis in the chat, everybody, and I love it. Lemes, no way. He's going on to J to get, I guess, a couple of XP points. But he just leaves Boca hanging. Yeah, give me all the RaRaLand emojis. And Jay is getting tombed. In the bottom, though, big fight. Boca, there's not much left. He needs Lemes's help with 14 minutes in. 6 silence on 2 out of 3 heroes at least. But will that save him? I'm not too sure. There's barely any anti-air left. He's going for the Blade Storm. Ina is having the greatest time. And gets a wipe. Full wipe. Boca needs to call this out. Like, that he needs help. This human alliance just isn't working. I guess Boca a bit annoyed from Lemes's flaming. Ina having the greatest time. And Lemes maybe already too frustrated. I don't know, but Ena is steamrolling this FFA for 27 minutes straight. His manips work perfectly. He riled everybody up against Lemez, who was the strongest at that point, hitting his power spike and using that power spike well. And that's the thing in people, with people who are inexperienced in FFA. This coordination is everything but easy. So now Boca might be the first one eliminated. Over Jay, actually. Courtesy of Ina. Yeah, and Lemez, what are you doing now? Ina is winning. Ina is winning, my friend. Is there a chance that Lemez mined more gold? No, right? It's an arms race now when it comes to XP. So yeah, Lemez probably realizing I can't fight Ina. Boca is not allying with me. I gotta get some XP somehow. And then it was just... Jay was just there. And that's rough. So, building elimination. Is that a thing? Can they save themselves? Not really. So it's gonna be between Lemez and Ina. And what happens if both of the other players are eliminated? We're gonna see the score at the 5-minute mark. Can Boca do something? Nope. Jay was defeated. Boca surviving a little bit longer. Thank you, Jay. Surviving 50 minutes. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And hopefully a solid start to the weekend, even you were on the receiving end and it was a bit rough. I guess Boca will follow. 5 minutes till we see the score. Leon! Oh, you're rather streaming from home than making a journey, eh? I heard you're only arriving tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have it safe as travel. Thank you, CR7A, for the 10-month. And of course, you can build as many towers as you want, but then there's a Blade Storm and they're gone. It's double elimination, by the way, so you can play a second round with people of your designated skills. And Boca was defeated as well. So, Ina versus Lemez, the final. The high score doesn't matter, by the way, if there's only one player standing. So if one player is totally defeated, his score doesn't matter. Maybe that's a chance for Lemez? I don't know. This tri-hero combo of Ina looks really, really good. Lemez 20 foot down, and Ina might just win it by elimination. Blood Mage dead. Big Bad Voodoo is on. This caster army is getting decimated, and Lemez needs a lot of his gold to just rebuild. But how do you fight this? Everybody's trying to gather in as many resources as possible. For every resource you get in, you get extra points. Neil, they did me dirty. Jay, you did well, my friend. You did well. I think you annoyed them, and that's the best possible quality to have in FFA. But Ina's still farming.
The town is under siege.
And Lemez can't fight. Especially that hero kill in the last fight. Like, hero kills are worth a lot. A lot of XP is a lot of points. But from my experience, there's no way Ina is not the winner of this. And yeah, Jay, you got double teamed, man. That was disgusting. That was disgusting by them. I don't know what you did to them, but that was unfair. Really, really mean. We will scold them together later. Audio is pretty good. It was clipping before, but now it's great. Thank you for the feedback, Dave. It's just the B setup, you know?
A player's forces are under attack.
There might be one last fight. One last fight that Lemez has to completely own. And even then, I'm not too sure if he has the time to destroy Ina's base. But then another question is, if he kills all the heroes, can he get the level ups and the necessary XP to tie the score up, maybe? Big ifs. Big ifs. Here we go, the last fight, and tanks and gyros, pretty nice. Ina maybe a bit understeps on bats. That bat also not detonating. Blade Master Illusions, of course, hard to deal with. Heal Scroll was ready too. The gyro splitting, not bad. Tanks are doing quite some damage over time. But it feels like you need more. Big Bad Voodoo, best prevention of damage possible, of course, if there's no nuke. TC about to fall, but then there's Resurrection. We have Mountain King ultimate here. It is an even fight, but an even fight is not enough for the mess. We see another Blade Storm just to get out, because then you're magic immune. Cast is to the side. The Torrent is trying to follow. Both show why they are some of the strongest players here in this entire tournament. Ina is losing a lot all of a sudden. Oh man, this is the deciding fight. Blade Storm is over, mind you. Now, Siphon Mana and the Brilliance Aura, of course, fantastic. And Ina sees the way out. Lemez, you got 5 minutes. But Ina also has 5k gold. Resurrection brings back a lot of the supply. But you can't eliminate so many buildings. We'll see the score screen in 15 seconds. This could be a landslide win for Ina. Or it's way closer than we expect. Because Lemez was mining on 50 for a while. 3, 2, 1. Yo, 50k! That's a lot! That's a lot! XD, he says! Look at the lumber. Oh my god, did he stack up on shredders? He got 10k lumber. I don't see them here. Okay, I didn't expect 50k. I was very sure that he's ahead, but 50k is almost impossible, to be honest. Crits everywhere, the big red numbers, we love him. I have 0 points. Well, I got sub points. That's what you're responsible for. If you sub now, you don't get a single ad across the entire weekend, so it's a great time to add in a sub. Oh, he wanted to hit the Blade Master with the Flame Strike, but then cancelled it, unfortunately. I think it wouldn't have been enough. And I guess they're both fighting for fun now. He needs 3 hero kills and then some. So after the game, I know where Ina is. After the game, I'll just head over. And ask him some questions.
forces are under attack.
Yeah, there's no way. This is the final lap, basically. We're going across the finish line with a triumphant Ina. Say, thank you for the 2-month resub. Should I just head over now? Is there anything that can go wrong? Oh, we'll see about that. Let's have that last fight. Just for the lulz. I picked that voodoo, man. He could throw a Stormbolt, but Mountain King not in the mood. Oh, mana expansion! The mana tiny great hole! On the land, Ina definitely has the biggest balls I've ever seen. GG! And Ina lead, aka Analysis, takes the map and advances into the next round. Well done. Well done. He played this freaking perfectly. There's nothing to complain about Ina's game here. The start rather slow as you like it in an FFA, and afterwards manipulating nicely